chapter towards the end, Surah 112, where God says, say He's Allah the One, the self-sufficient, the eternally besought of all, meaning everybody needs Him. He begetteth not, neither is He begotten, and there is nothing like unto Him. That's a beautiful definition of God, you see.
No, I haven't finished it. I need to finish it. I actually do want to take my
Shahadah.
Yeah, but I want to finish the Quran first.
You know what I will suggest to you here? Listen to me carefully. If you believe today that there's only one God, who is unlike His creation, God is not a man, not a woman, not an idol, not a statue. God sends messengers, of which you're familiar with. Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them. Messengers sent by God to bring people back to worshipping God. If you believe that, that already makes you a Muslim. The rest of the stuff of, yes, oh yes, it's so beautiful and so simple. The Shahadah simply involves you testifying there's only one God, and the Prophet Muhammad is His final messenger and servant. Just like the messengers which preceded him, Abraham, Moses, Jesus. They were just messengers sent by God to their communities. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I do. I thought I had to like change my whole lifestyle first, like, you know, like halal meats.
Yeah. So what I would advise you on that, it's not much of a change. For example, alcohol. Do you drink alcohol? A little bit.
So I want to cut that out before I take it.
Fine. Do you think you can, I mean, is it something which is a part of your life, consuming alcohol?
No.
It's not. So if you were to set it aside, would it affect you too much?
No.
It wouldn't. Okay, number one. So that's one of the major changes. Number two, carry on what you're doing. Do what you normally do. Are you involved in a relationship with someone? Okay. So in terms of relationships, which is ubiquitous to all world faiths and all customs, is in the holy sanctity of marriage. If we go around in our societies becoming promiscuous, but you know where that leads, doesn't it? Diseases, upset, and so many things go haywire due to the sexualization of things. So if for example you find someone appropriate, let's say a good Muslim person, and you settle down, you love him, he loves you, he takes care of you, that's the perfect utopian marriage. Okay, that's number two. So those are the main things, and you know that's really it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It may sound, oh, what type of, you don't, for example, Muslim would be cover themselves. This is not a alien type of concept. Even Christian, we know nuns cover themselves. Yeah, but you do that at your own pace. There's not a compulsion. And next thing you know, you become Muslim. You've got to dress up like, you know. Yes.
I just don't feel like it's like being, I suppose maybe it's by comparison, but like vegan, like one day eating meat, the next day or not, I do feel like it is a progressive thing.
Fabulous.
I feel like growing up in Ireland, women do have straight from chocolate and meat, and I think as I get older, I do want to be a little bit more modest. You know, I do put myself a little bit more, but maybe not to the extent of.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Along, I mean, perhaps if you're not exposing your bodily parts, for example, that's fine as a starting point. So then, the slow inculcation of expressly like covering yourself more and more, but at your own pace. It's not a requirement upon you to immediately cover. No, take your time. No issue with regards to that. So the main thing is trying to desist from alcohol, and that's really all I can really think of, to be honest. Yeah, halal meat, for example, food. Now, do you like? I love my meat. I'm like a carnivore, if you want to call it. So. Only thing about eating halal, you can still have lamb, you can still have chicken, you can have all the food that you usually eat. No pork. That's the only thing. But did you know something? Today, because people maybe like the taste of pork, there is something referred as halal sausages.
Yeah.
Or halal.
I was in Dubai yesterday, and there was a lot of halal sausage like options, like McDonald's breakfast. They have like chicken or beef.
Yes.
The beef bacon that you eat is like the same.
Yeah, super. So even that you won't, if you want looking for the taste, you don't even have to give that up, to be honest. But it must be halal, you see. Absolutely. So even you can have non-alcoholic beverages. You may be aware of that. You can have non-alcoholic beer, whatever. Super. So look, it's very accommodating, you see, in that sense. Like for example, and then when you have if you find someone appropriate for yourself, never get caught up in situation where you may be potentially having physicality before marriage. And obviously in today's climate that can be very hard because of the nature of the things that we are as human beings.
Society is different.
Yes, and not just that. I mean, God understands our requirements in terms of our our sexuality, but that's got to be conformed within the strict confines of marriage. You see, that's very important. So hence, these are some of the points that if you find that you can do that, nothing is stopping you at this point becoming Muslim. Why don't you take your Shahadah now? You say you want to finish the Quran, but there's nothing within the Quran which you will read which will make you think, oh, I'm not too sure about that. I can assure you. Super. So I would hence invite you to become Muslim now. It's a very simple process. What I can do for you said you're based in Ireland now, yes? So what we got local to here, there are organizations which actually help revert sisters become Muslim. I mean, once you become Muslim, they offer you so many advice and tips and real help. They're only based about 3 miles from here in Walthamstow, East London. This is Stratford. So I can give you a number of a sister who runs an organization. She can very much help you. If you want to take this step, become Muslim today. Okay, simple testification. And do you have Muslim friends? You don't have Muslim friends. So what I would earnestly ask you to do is I'll give you the number afterwards. Take her number. She's a good sister who helps out people who are interested in Islam and those who become new Muslims. Hence, I would invite you to become Muslim now. No, you can do it right here, right now. You simply recite something. Oh yes, yeah, yes. What you would do, I will recite something in Arabic, and then I will translate that to you in English, in which it's basically, I bear witness that there is only one God worthy of worship, and I bear witness the Prophet Muhammad, upon whom be peace, is God's final messenger, preceding the messengers which came before him. Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad. They all came. Do you believe that? Let's become Muslim today. Honestly, I can offer you help. No, you can try your best. We're all weak. Unlike Christianity, if we make a sin and we are made weak, God has deliberately made us weak. So that God realizes we will sin. So we can then ask for the mercy of God. So we don't need some bloke to come down to the earth and die for our sins. Makes no sense. If we simply make error, we ask God, oh my Lord, forgive me. You are most forgiving. Just like when in the Gospels, when a returning man who was given wealth by his father, he squandered that wealth. When he returned, he asked his father to forgive him, and he forgave him. That's sufficient, you see. So become Muslim now. You want to do that? Okay, cool. So this is what you need to say after me. So I'm going to say it slowly in Arabic, and then you recite it after me. Okay? So say, Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasul Allah. I bear witness and I testify that there is only one God worthy of worship, and I testify that the Prophet Muhammad is God's final messenger, preceding the messengers which came before him, Abraham, Moses, Jesus. And with that, you are a Muslim. Honestly, it's that simple. How do you feel? Allah bless you. Allah bless you. It's quite incredible what you're doing at the moment, because you know what it is? Allah bless you. You know what it is? You know this reaction you've had? So many people have this reaction. So many people. You know why? You know why you're crying? It's because it's in your heart, you see. What's come out is the truth. A recognition of your Creator. Very powerful, you see. Very powerful. And afterwards, I'm going to give you a video that, this has been recorded on YouTube, number one. But don't worry, just relax. We can blur you out if that is what you so wish. Would you like that? You don't want to be on YouTube, no?
Okay, I don't mind.
You don't mind? Cool. I'm going to give you the channels later on. You can review what we've spoken about. I'm going to give you the numbers of that particular sister. If you want to take my number as well, I'm not allowed to take your number. You can take my number. If you want to call me for any reason at all that you need help or advice or tips or whatever, please don't hesitate to contact me. This is what we do on a continuous basis. And the step you've taken, it is so ubiquitous. So widespread. So many people are becoming Muslims that it would absolutely stagger you. You can watch our channel relentlessly, people.